Here are 5 social media portfolio examples to give you some ideas and inspiration for yours. We will scroll through each of them, highlighting what we love and recommend in each. All of these portfolio websites were made with Copyfolio, and if you would like to create a similar one, we'll mention which template they used for each, and you will find the link to Copyfolio down in the description. Let's get started now. Our first example is Valeria's portfolio, who used Copyfolio's journal template. She starts her homepage with a strong tagline and a professional picture of herself, which make for a great first impression, which is super important. And paired together with the About and Experience sections right underneath, you will get a great idea about her areas of expertise and the breadth of her experience. Because as you can see, she has over 6 years of experience and she worked with more than 20 brands in this time. What we also love is that right underneath you can super easily find her most important projects, so you don't have to look around, but this is the whole point of checking out her portfolio, right? She also used very aesthetic and professional looking thumbnails for each of her projects and matched their color scheme together so they look good together on the page. If you click through any of these thumbnails, you will get to a case study page that has tons of information, everything that you could possibly need to know about each of the projects. She included explanations and summaries, she added screenshots and other images, and most importantly, she has numbers and stats all throughout. She sprinkled them in the explanations and she also ended the case study on them, and she has very impressive numbers like this 105% increase in website traffic through generated UTM links. When you're trying to assess someone's skills to hire them for a social media project, it's always good to know that their work actually performs. Next is Shaye, who used the letterpress template for her portfolio. We really love the so-called first fold of her website, which is the part that you see right when you land there. She has a lovely color palette that she harmonized with the picture that she uploaded of herself, which is professional yet approachable at the same time. Her tagline is also crystal clear, so you will know at first glance that she's a social media specialist and content creator. And right underneath her tagline, she added logos of her previous clients, which is an amazing way of establishing credibility. Under that, she featured her top 3 projects. Yet again, enough information, but not too overwhelming to go through. When you click any of these thumbnails, you will get to case study pages with important information, usually a very short description at the top, some statistics on how her work performed, and then the samples themselves with a screenshot on one side and the description and the call to action button on the other side. You click the button, you can check the post live on social media. Then at the end of her homepage, she also has a call to action section, and we love how she uses buttons to help you navigate her website to make sure that you check out all the important information that she added on there. And that is Shaye's portfolio. Our third example is made by Tim, who also used the journal template. But his site is completely different from Valeria's because he used a different color palette. The palette that he uses is called Basalt, and he did an amazing job at selecting images that match it perfectly. He mostly sticks to black and white images and chose an accent color of a khaki green color and uses only these all throughout his portfolio website. What we also love about Tim's site is his homepage structure. As most people, he also starts with a tagline and then a picture of himself, and then underneath an introduction and experience section summing up his areas of expertise. Then he features 3 of his top projects using the mentioned colors. One is a TikTok campaign and 2 are 2 social media campaigns in general. Then he has this section that he titled What I'm Good At, which is basically one highlighting his skills. It's not a very fancy presentation, but it's very effective. Then he features 2 more pieces of work, which might not be as important as the first 3. Then he added his resume. Instead of trying to clunkily embed a PDF here, he just simply typed it out with Copyfolio's CV section, and with that it blends in perfectly with the rest of his site. He also added a services section, which is a best practice that we recommend to anyone who does social media freelance or has their own business. And here he has all the tasks that he can do for you if you do a social media collaboration, with a short description for each. At the end of the page, he also has a frequently asked questions section, so if you decide to work with him, you will know exactly what you can expect. Our fourth social media portfolio example was made by Lady using the Premier template, which actually happens to be the most popular template amongst social media professionals on Copyfolio. What we really love about this portfolio is this picture that she used of herself, which is super happy yet professional at the same time, so it makes a great impression and helps you build a more personal connection. She also has a great tagline that is straightforward but impressive at the same time, as she's telling us that she's been holding down social media strategy for 8 years. Then she has a similar skills section to Tim's, and then she sums up her current role perfectly with a simple 2-sentence section. She then featured 3 of her top projects, which you can check out on case study pages with a simple project background and lots of screenshots for you to check all the details. Underneath, she has some more pieces featured under where I've been, and then you can see her resume typed up similarly to Tim's. And our other favorite on her page is the humble brags section, which is basically achievements that features a lot of very impressive stats that she and her work achieved. And last but not least, we have Ellie, who used the legacy version of Copyfolio's typewriter template. As you can see, she is a PR, marketing, social media, and event strategist, so she does a lot. And because of that, we love that on her homepage, she mostly only has her services featured. She has a very simple white background with vibrant images that we love. It's easy to focus on her content, which is here content strategy, social media strategy and management, and content and copywriting. So here you will be able to find out exactly what she can do for you. She then has a separate page titled Work for her actual portfolio. She has this extensive explanation on her expertise and brands that she's worked with, and then underneath you can check out the actual examples in the forms of case study pages with project backgrounds, explanations on her content strategy, and then some examples of the actual finished results. If you'd like to see even more examples, we'll leave a link to a blog post in the description where you can check over 20 more social media portfolios for inspiration. We also have other videos you might find interesting on how to write a social media case study or showing you how you can build your own social media portfolio website easily. Or if you prefer bite-sized tips, then make sure to check us out on Instagram or TikTok as Copyfolio app. Leave all of your questions and feedback in the comments, and we will see you very soon.